Hi, this is Lefty Dad, and I'm continuing the 1948 replay with PC Replay Baseball, and it's now in the last week. We are playing games on September 25th, and then that's a Saturday, and the next Saturday will be the last Saturday of the season, and then the following day, October 3rd, will be the last day of the season. So, the game today will be, let's see, 25th. Yeah, the game today will be Brooklyn at the Philadelphia Phillies. And you can see here Brooklyn is 1.5 games out, so this is a very important game. The Boston Braves did win the pennant that year, but they have one more win in the season so far and 2 fewer losses. So if Brooklyn could win this game, they will be only a half game out, and the year before, in 1947, they did win the pennant. There's also a great pennant race going on in the American League, but let's go to the schedule. But first, let's look at the team summary. There's Boston, the Boston Braves. You can see they're really first in everything in terms of pitching in the National League, second in the entire both leagues, and they're really second or first in hitting, so they're doing great. Look over at Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a notch below in everything. They've got more stolen bases, which aren't really a factor in 1948. P. Reese is hitting .293, Jackie Robinson .298 over here with Boston. You've got Tommy Holmes. Nobody's hitting .300. The big hitters in both leagues, DiMaggio .345, Dale Mitchell .349 over in the National League. Stan Musial really dominates all the batting, hitting stats. Dixie Walker with Pittsburgh is second at hitting. Kiner's hit 42 home runs. I think he hit 49 that year. And DiMaggio has hit 39, and I believe that's what he actually hit that year. So we will go to Brooklyn. Rex Barney will be pitching. He's 14-10. And Dutch Leonard, 12-12 for Philadelphia. And I'm going to control Brooklyn. So I click here. They're going to be playing at Shibe Park. Here are the lineups, and away we go. I've got the sound turned off because it would just you wouldn't be able to hear anything except the sound. The sound is great. Okay, Dutch Leonard, 39 years old, starts things off against Marv Rackley, who's hitting .319. He hit .327, so he had a really great year in real life. Okay, here comes Rackley out to Ennis, fly ball in right field, and wow, Del Ennis comes diving in to catch that looping fly ball. So great start for the Phillies. Here's Jackie Robinson, who's really been hitting great lately, and this is going to be a looping drive to Harry the Hat Walker, and is he going to be able to get it? We'll see here in a second. Well, I guess he got it. And then I think that was a different circumstance where I think he had a 3. Let's see, Robinson. Well, it won't show me the card. Reese is up, and he walks. Now he's going to have to steal. Well, first we'll see Leonard can negate this walk here if they roll a 1 or a 2, and they do. So Leonard doesn't walk many. Reese now is going to line out to left field. So we go to the bottom of the first. Rex Barney, 14-10. He was 15-13, so he's doing about what he did realistically. He's from Omaha, Nebraska, and then he went on to become I think he worked on radio for Brooklyn for a while. Maybe it was the PA announcer for Brooklyn, but anyway, he hits a short fly. Harry Walker does. Harry, I think I don't know if he few years previous to 1948, he may have been the hitting champion of the National League. Maybe that's when people were gone for World War II or something. Anyway, here's Granny Hamner hitting an unimpressive 240, and he flies out. You can see Philadelphia Phillies are in 7th place, next to last, 20 games under, and they are underachieving compared. Here's Dick Sizzler, and that's going to be a, we'll see, this is the ballpark effect. In Shibe Park, it's almost always going to be an out, and it is an out. It's a little dribbler to the catcher. He goes to first base. If there are any other games you want to see me do here on YouTube, and it can be practically any season, any matchup, I'm happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments. Here's Pete Reiser. I hope it's Reiser. And Pete is going to ground out to the shortstop, Hamner. So we go to the top of the second. Gene Hermansky is up. Lefty against righty. And this could be an error on Sizzler. He's not much of a fielder, and he nearly didn't commit an error, but he does. So Hermansky with great speed is on first. Gil Hodges. Gil, he had a grand slam against St. Louis on June 5th, one of the notable highlights of the season for him. This could be another error, and I think it probably will be. So 2 consecutive errors by Sizzler. Brooklyn really wants to win this game because I think I said they'd be within a half game. They'll be within 1 game, but they need to win. Campanella is up. Campanella, I would think he'd hit into more double plays, but just looking at his card, the 1s and the 35s are the 1s in the 4 columns, 35s over here in the 1st and 2nd column are double plays, but it doesn't look like he really does it that much, so we'll let him hit, and he's going to strike out. Here's Eddie Mixes, who is not very impressive offensively. He hit 213, and he's currently hitting under 200. I probably should have had him bunt, but there were 2 outs, and the pitcher would have been up next. Okay, Del Ennis. He has really been the key to the offense for Philadelphia. You see, you can click on here, and you can see that against right-handed pitchers, he's hitting 291, the best on the lineup. He's got 24 home runs. He's got 118 RBIs. His on-base percentage is .342, and his OPS is .841. So he is really, he got, having played every game this season, he's gotten a lot of clutch key hits. Okay, this would be most second baseman couldn't make that play, but Robinson is rated as high as you can be for second base, and he makes the play. Jackie Mayo. Jackie, he had his debut less than a week ago, and he got a triple and a double already in only 21 at-bats. But he's not hitting so great right now. He's going to walk here, I think. Yeah, Barney walks him. And now here's Willie Jones. Willie is really a rookie this year. He just came up in mid-September last year, so we'll see what they do. I'm not controlling Philadelphia. That's a fly out to left, 2 out. Here is Putsy. I have to look up how he got that nickname, Putsy Caballero. Where's he from? He's from New Orleans. Maybe that's a New Orleans kind of nickname. It wouldn't seem that way. Okay, there's an infield single. And there are 2 out now, and Al Semenick is up. And Al has hit a lot of key home runs. He's got 17 home runs and 380 at-bats. But first we'll see if Barney is going to throw a wild pitch. He is above average in not throwing wild pitches. So he would have had to roll a 5 or a 6. He does not, so here we are with Semenick. Semenick, he's got power, but this is going to be a line-out leaping catch by the shortstop to end the inning. So Leonard is back on the mound. He's gone uh, two scoreless innings, no hits. It would be a perfect game except Sisler's made 2 errors. So here's Barney, and Barney strikes out. And now here's Rackley. Rackley flew out to Ennis. This is going to be a hit. A long single to the left. He may try to stretch it into 2, and he is going to try to do that. If he rolls a 1 through 4 on the red die, he'll be safe. Otherwise, we'll have to see. And he stretches that into a double. Okay, here is Jackie Robinson now. 1 out. I'm going to let Jackie go ahead and hit. And he's going to hit a long drive to center, but it's not enough to move Rackley up. There were no sacrifice flies as a statistic in this year. They're just a regular out. So that's an interesting thing. For 1948, they came back to being a stat, I think, a few years later in the mid-50s. But it affected a lot of batting averages. Like, I think there was a thing I saw about how high Ted Williams' batting average would have been if in the years he played, they counted sacrifice flies not as an at-bat, which would hurt. That would help his batting average. Okay, here we go. Pee Wee Reese, 2 down. Will Little Colonel be the first one to drive in a run? He does not. He strikes out. Okay, now we've got Dutch Leonard up, who is not hitting his weight. This is going to possibly be an error on Hodges. I think he's pretty. He's not very good, but they had to roll under 26. He rolled a 23, 2-3, and he did not make an error. 1 down. Here's Harry the Hat Walker up again. This is going to be a ground out to Jackie Robinson. 2 down, and here is Granny Hamner, and it's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. I didn't know anything about 1948, the 1948 season before I started this, and I honestly haven't been interested in 1948, but I want to play some consecutive seasons, and PC Replay Baseball kind of starts with 1948 and then goes consecutively all the way, I think, to 1980. And now, in next month, they're going to come out with 1947, but I'm not going to go back to 1947. But now I know everything about 1948, and it's a great season. Here's Reiser. I think it's Reiser. Reiser. He's the guy that kept running into the outfield walls and that debilitated his abilities. Okay, there is a grounder. Sisler, not a good fielder. So Pete is on first. He's going to try to steal if he can get a good jump. And Dutch is not good at holding him on, and he does steal. I'll have to look back and see how many stolen bases he has. But again, Brooklyn is the team that leads. I think it leads all of baseball for stolen bases. Now we have no outs. Hermansky is up, righty-lefty matchup. The corners are in, expecting a bunt or guarding against one. Hermansky is an above-average bunter, but I'm going to let him hit. And he's going to hit it to the shortstop. I don't know if Reiser's going to be able to get over on that. He doesn't, so he didn't move the runner over. Here's Hodges, righty-righty matchup. That's going to be an infield single. So we've got runners on the corners now, 1 out, and this could be a wild pitch possibility. We'll see here. And Leonard doesn't throw many wild pitches. It's going to be a 5 or a 6, and it's a 1. So catcher blocks the pitch, no advance. Campanella is up. Well, Campanella struck out last time. He's an above-average bunter, but he hits him way out to the fence, so he might be able to let Reiser score, and that's going to be a rare play. So we'll roll this. Now this means it could be a foul out to the third baseman, and it looks like there's a lot of space in Shibe Park, so it's a greater likelihood, and it is a foul out to Willie Jones. So that's unfortunate. And here's Eddie Mixus, weak hitter, and he is going to ground out to Hamner. So that's disappointing for Brooklyn. Now it's the bottom of the fourth. Sizzler is up. Sizzler is going to ground out to Robinson. Here is Ennis. These are the best hitters, and this is going to be the fly at the center field. So a real pitching duel going on. Jackie Mayo. Jackie. A lot of hitters would get a base hit with that number, but he does not. And we're down to the bottom of the order of Brooklyn. At the top of the fifth, Barney struck out last time. He'll strike out this time. One down. Marv Rackley is up. He doubled the last time. He has one of the 3 hits for Brooklyn, and it's going to be a short fly to center. 2 down. Here's Jackie. Jackie has 11 home runs. He's got 24 stolen bases. In real life, he had 22 stolen bases, 24 and 8 in the replay, 22 and 7. 11 home runs this season, 12 in real life, 9. So all exactly the same for doubles. He had 2 triples in a game against Chicago at the end of August. So here's Jackie, and this is going to be a bunt down the third base line, and they're going to have to roll 2 blue die that are above a 3 to get them out, and they do. Usually they don't get the people out on bunts. So that was it. It really is a tense game, I guess. Willie Jones, they're trying to be the spoiler of these Philadelphia Phillies. Here's a walk. Ooh. Barney has some control problems, not catastrophic control problems, but above average control problems. Okay, now the leadoff hitter is on with nobody out. Here's Caballero, and we're playing in on the third base side. The rest of the way we're trying to get a double play, and this is going to be a ground out to the pitcher, but that moves the runner over with only 1 out now. Here's Semenuk. Semenuk strikes out a lot. He also hits home runs, and this is going to be a walk. Ooh. Okay, Leonard. Leonard, a terrible hitter. You can see over here Leonard can face 10 more batters, so I don't think they're going to pinch hit. And Barney can face 11 more before they do a boost check to see if they can go further into the game. Okay, Barney is not a good, Leonard is not a good bunter either, but he's going to try, and it's going to be a foul ball, so he's got 2 strikes on him now, and now his bunting rating goes from 4 to 5, and you can see here if batter bunts again, worse than bunt rating by 1, so now he would be the worst you could be as a bunter, so we'll see what they do. No, they're not going to have him bunt, but he pops out to the second baseman, so they're 2 down. Harry the Hat Walker, he gets a lot of key hits too. It's a righty-lefty matchup also, so big moment in the game. Oh, and he's going to bunt. Can Mixus get him out? No, he does not. Now the bases are loaded. Surprise bunt for a hit. Okay, here's Hamner. Hamner hitting 239. He hit 260, so maybe he'll... This is a big moment for Rex Barney. This could be an error on Reese. Reese is good. Oh, man. So he's at 35. It was at 36, and the 6 means that it's a wild throw. So you've got 2-run score as the ball goes into the dugout. And now we've got 2 out. Sizzler is up, and that's going to be a strikeout. So that error really hurt Brooklyn. Now Brooklyn is up. Here's Reese. He made that error. See if he can make up for it. And it's going to be a walk. Okay, we got a runner on first, but they're down by 2. Reiser is up. And this is not really a great infield, so we're going to... Leonard is good, though, but I think we're going to try to bunt here and see what happens, see if something they can make it. It's to Leonard. Oh, and it's just a strikeout. I mean, it's just a strike, so he's got 2 strikes, so we'll let him hit away. I wonder if he could, maybe he'll do a hit and run. See if something can go that way. Ground out to the third baseman on a hit and run, but that moved Reese over. So now Hermansky is up. He is hitless in the game, but this is going to be a single off the pitcher's glove, and we'll see if Leonard will make an error. He's about average, which is good for a pitcher, and it is an error. So he muffs the ground ball. Now we've got a runner at second, 1 out, and it's a 2-1 ball game, and here's Gil Hodges. Gil is, oh, he strikes out. Okay, it's Roy can tie it up here. Maybe he can provide the go-ahead run. He's got 6 home runs this season. This could be 1. No, it's just a single, but Hermansky will score with 2 out. He's really fast. So now Campanella ties it up. And here is Mixus. Mixus is, I think they need to upgrade a little bit. Who else can play third? Well, Spider Jorgensen. He has not played a lot this season. And also Bruce Edwards. But we'll go with Eddie for now with 2 out. Eddie, wow, he's going to get a hit, I think. We'll see here. No. The ballpark effect in Shibe Park favors the fielders. So. But they tie it up. And here is Dell. Dell going to hit a long drive to left, but it's in the park. Pete has it. 1 out. Here's Mayo, Jackie Mayo. And he is going to strike out. Here, his batting average is now down to 130. Here's Willie Jones. And he's hitting 222. He hit 333. Wow, but he only had 60 at-bats. So that's going to be a fly out to center. So we're down to the late innings. 3 more innings to go. Rex Barney is up. Rex can face 4 more hitters. As you can see over here, Leonard can face 4. We'll let Rex hit. He's going to strike out. I think he has struck out a lot this game. Okay, here's Marv Rackley. And he is going to get a hit. That righty-lefty matchup paid off. If he would have been a right-handed hitter, it would have been an out. Okay, so now Robinson is up. Let's let Robinson do a hit and run and see if we can move Rackley all the way over to score. And that's a ground. Now it's through the hole at second base. This will depend on the defensive ability of Putsy. If he could roll a 1 or 2. I can't remember, 1 or 2 or 1, 2 or 3. We'll see here. It's a 1, doesn't matter. So he got a base hit, and Rackley was running with the pitch. So that's good for Brooklyn. 1 out. Pee Wee Reese is up. And we're going to let Reese hit away. And everybody's in. The infield is in. And Reese, oh, he strikes out. There's the boost check. And you can see Leonard is a 1 rated for these complete game ratings. So the computer rolled a 5 on a 6-sided die. So his batters faced rating is increased by 10. So he's going to be able to face 10 more hitters. Here's Pete. Big moment here for Pete. He hit 236, not good. And we have Ferrillo. Well, we have Whitman. I think we're going to let Whitman hit. And then we'll still have the righty-lefty advantage. Whitman is hitting 309. And Whitman, that righty-lefty advantage pays off. That drives in the go-ahead run in the 7th inning. And Robinson is over to third. Here's Hermansky. And that's going to be a double down the right field line. I think Whitman's going to come all the way. Well, we'll see here. The third base coach will tell him to score, and he does. And now maybe Hermansky will take third on that play at home. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. So big inning for Brooklyn, and now they are up by 3 runs. Here's Gil Hodges. He's going to hit a sharp grounder to third, Jones over to first, and that ends the inning. Now we need to bring in, I think, Ferrillo in left because, well, this says Ferrillo can only play right field. I was sure he could play left. So here, if you click on this, you can start to really see what's going on here. So this shows you all the bench fielders, and this includes the lineup. So Hermansky is a 4, the higher the number, the better. Hermansky is a 4 in right field. He's a 3 in left field. Whitman is a 3 in left field. And Ferrillo is a 4, the same as Hermansky. He's got a little better arm and he doesn't make errors, but I think we're just going to leave Whitman in right left field. Okay. So, because there's nobody that's better, and he doesn't make errors, because there's a 65, and he's got an average arm. That's the arm number. Rackley is a little troublesome here in center. He's not very good. Okay, here's Putsy. Putsy is going to strike out. So, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks for Rex Barney. Semenick is up. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. This is not going to, it's going to be a line out. This is Barney's strength, this 3 hit columns. You can see a 1 and a 13 add up to 14. If it would have been a 3, it would have been a double. A lot of pitchers have a 3 up there. So, great pitching by Barney. He can face 2 more, and then I think he'll do a complete, a batter-faced boost against his complete game rating. Here's Leonard. I bet maybe they're going to, we'll see if they pinch hit. No, they don't. Strikeout. Okay. Looking good. Here's Campanella. He's up. We're at the top of the 8th. Campanella, long ball. Will it be a home run? Very unlikely. No, it's a base hit, but that's his 2nd hit today. And his average goes up to 266. Here's a Mixes. I want to just check and see how the fielding is here for second base. I mean for third base. We don't want to move Robinson, and Edwards is really no good. But Billy Cox, that's who we're going to put in. And we'll have a pinch hitter come in for Mixes. We'll let Spider Jorgensen hit. Here goes Spider. There's going to be a base hit up the middle. Will Campanella go around to third? No, he won't. Okay. Okay. Now, Rex Barney. We want him to continue, so we will. He's an average bunter. We'll have to try to sacrifice. They're playing halfway everywhere for a double play, so maybe he'll luck out. But it's right to Leonard, and the catcher and pitcher are always considered playing in, and Leonard is as good as they get. And he is going to try to get Campanella at third, but he might make an error, but he does not. So he fielded the ball quickly, but bobbled it, but still got Campanella at third. So we've got 1 out. Rackley is 2 for 4. He's hitting 321. I don't know if I looked at Rackley before, but he hit 327, so he's kind of doing pretty well. Doesn't have a lot of RBIs, though, does he? But got 4 triples. Okay, Rackley. Rackley is going. We'll see. I think, like I say, Shibe Park favors the fielders, but well, you never know. Oh no. Just barely. You had to have a 55 up here to get a hit out of 11 to 66, and he just did it right on the money. Now we'll see if Jorgensen will score. Jorgensen is speedy, and Jackie Mayo is average throwing arm, and he scores on that hit. Okay, so they're up by 4 now. It's looking good. And they take out Dutch Leonard and bring in Schoolboy Rowe, 38 years old. A lot of these pitchers, there are only about 5 or 6 games left, so a lot of these starting pitchers are in the bullpen now. And Schoolboy from Waco, Texas, 6'4", 6'4". He had a complete game shutout against Boston, the first place team, way back in April. Okay, Schoolboy. There is going to be a pop out to third for Jackie, and Reese is going to, this is the righty-righty disadvantage for the hitter, and because he's a right-handed hitter, he hits a line out that Hamner dives and catches. So now we're going to bring in Billy Cox at third. Bottom of the 8th, I think we need to do something about Rackley. Oh, so we'll bring in Ferrillo. That all worked out well. Now we have a great defensive team. I don't know where you find a better defensive team than this right now. Barney, this will be the pitch where they decide if he can go farther into the game. And it's a ground out to Billy Cox. Now, yeah, he's rated a 1 for his complete game rating, which is the best you can get. The computer rolled a 3 on a 6-sided die, so he does get to face 10 more, and he will finish the game, I'm sure. Is that short for Granfield? Anyway, it's a strikeout. And that's the 6th strikeout for Barney, having a great game. Going to get his 15th win. And here is a double. I jinxed him, I guess. Sizzler finally got a hit. And now here's Ennis, their best clutch hitter. This is going to be a tough play for Robinson, but Jackie, it's hard to get anything past him. It's hard to get anything past the infielders because shortstop is the best, second base is the best defensively. Now they've got almost the best at the corners. I mean, the Dodgers do, but now Philadelphia's on the field, top of the 9th. Whitman is up. He strikes out. No, pops out the second baseman. Schoolboy doesn't strike out as many as Dutch Leonard did. Okay, here's Hermansky, 2 for 4, single and a double. This could be an error on Hamner. Let's see. He's going to make an error practically all the time, and he does. So there's the 4th error for Philadelphia. Here's Gill. Gill is going to get an infield single. So Brooklyn is looking pretty good. Maybe this will be a wild pitch. No, it could be a passed ball, and Semenuk is not good. He would have to roll a 1 out of 6 to not have it be a passed ball. It is a passed ball. Everybody moves up, 1 out. Roy Campanella, don't have to worry about the double play. Roy strikes out. And now Billy Cox is going to have a chance to hit. Billy, they walk him. Oh, to bring up Barney. Barney is 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. And he gets his 4th strikeout. Who cares? And we're to the bottom of the 9th. And we'll see if they let Jackie Mayo hit. Yeah, they do. Tough play for Reese, but again, these infielders, you got a 1 and a 1. Jackie is phenomenal, and he hardly ever makes an error. I mean, they're both great, have incredible range, and both on the corners have incredible range. So this is, you're not going to find a better infield. And you've got Ferrillo up at center, Hermansky, Campanella. They're all really, really great. Okay, here's Willie. Willie is going to hit a sharp grounder to Cox, but no problem. Right over to first. 2 down. Putsy, the last chance for Philadelphia, and he flies out to left. So that ends the game. And Barney is 15 and 10. I like to tell people when I look back at my life, my record, my average record would be 15-10 as in terms of life. Okay, here's Dutch Leonard, not doing so well, but not bad for a team that's 20 games below 500. And let's see what that does to the standings. Yeah, that moves Brooklyn 1 game out of first place. So it is an intense pennant race, and we'll see Brooklyn. What do they have left? Brooklyn has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left, and 3 of them are against the first place team, and the other 3 are against Philadelphia. You can see Brooklyn, they have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row. So how could it be more exciting? I can't imagine. If you like this video, please give me a like. Please subscribe. Let me know if there are other games. I also do games from PC Replay Basketball. Otherwise, this is Lefty Dad signing off.